Welcome to a new video from the Color Vistas brand. In today's video, we'll talk about something that can take your sublimation prints from good to amazing. How to make your sublimation prints darker and bolder. If you've noticed your prints are coming out a little dull or lacking that bold punch, stick around. I'll show you some key tips and tricks to help boost the intensity and vibrancy of your sublimation prints. Let's get started. Why sublimation prints can look dull or faded. Let's first look at why sublimation prints might not be as bold or vibrant as you'd like. There are several reasons this could happen. Incorrect printer settings. Using the wrong print settings for sublimation can lead to faded, washed-out colors. Low ink saturation. If your printer isn't releasing enough ink, the print can come out too light. Material choice. Sublimation works best on specific materials, like polyester, and prints on unsuitable fabrics or surfaces can result in faded designs. Heat press issues. Incorrect heat, time, or pressure settings can affect how well the ink transfers to your item. Let's take a look at some tips and tricks. Tip 1. Adjust your printer settings for more vibrant prints. Your printer settings play a big role in how bold your sublimation prints turn out. Here's what you should do. Set to high-quality print. Always select the highest print quality option in your printer settings. This ensures more ink is laid down on the sublimation paper, resulting in richer colors. Choose the right color profile. Use an ICC, International Color Consortium, profile tailored for your printer and sublimation inks. This helps your printer produce the most accurate and vibrant colors. Increase saturation. Many printer drivers have an option to increase color saturation. Maximize this setting to help achieve darker and bolder prints. Tip 2. Use the right sublimation paper. The quality of your sublimation paper can also impact the vibrancy of your prints. Here's what to look for. High-quality sublimation paper. Always use paper specifically designed for sublimation printing. Look for brands like TexPrint or A-Sub, which offer high ink release. Correct printable side. Make sure you're printing on the correct side of the sublimation paper. The printable side is often brighter or has a slight sheen. Tip 3. Adjust heat press settings. If your printer settings are correct, but your prints are still looking faded, it's time to check your heat press settings. Increase heat. Sublimation prints require high heat to transfer properly. If the colors are too light, try increasing the heat by 5 to 10 degrees, and see if that improves the vibrancy. Increase pressure. Sometimes, increasing the pressure of the heat press can help ensure the ink fully transfers to the substrate, resulting in a darker print. Extend the press time. If the ink isn't transferring fully, extend the press time by a few seconds. Start with an extra 10 to 15 seconds and adjust from there. Tip 4. Use high-quality ink. Not all sublimation inks are created equal. If you want bold, dark prints, using high-quality sublimation ink is crucial. Choose a trusted brand. Stick with reputable brands that offer vibrant, high-saturation inks. Sawgrass and Epson inks are known for their quality in sublimation printing. Check your ink levels. If your ink levels are running low, your printer may not be laying down enough ink, resulting in dull prints. Make sure your ink cartridges are full before starting a project. Tip 5. Pre-treat your fabric or substrate. The type of fabric or substrate you're printing on can greatly impact the color intensity. Here's how to improve results. Use polyester fabrics. Sublimation works best on polyester fabrics. The higher the polyester content, the more vibrant your colors will be. Aim for at least 65% polyester or higher for the best results. Pre-press your fabric. Pre-pressing your fabric for a few seconds before sublimating can help remove moisture and wrinkles, allowing the ink to transfer more evenly. Consider pre-treatment sprays. For non-polyester fabrics or hard surfaces, you can use sublimation coating sprays that help the ink bond more effectively, resulting in bolder prints. Tip 6. Optimize your design for sublimation. The design itself plays a role in how dark and bold the final print appears. Here's what to consider. Increase contrast in your design. If your design lacks contrast, it can look washed out once sublimated. Use a design software to increase the contrast, making the dark areas darker and the light areas lighter. Avoid soft pastels. Light colors like pastels tend not to show up as well in sublimation. Stick to bold, saturated colors in your design for more striking results. Tip 7. Store your sublimation. Paper correctly. How you store your sublimation paper can impact the quality of your prints. Here's why. Keep it dry. Humidity can affect sublimation paper, making the ink transfer less effectively. Store your paper in a cool, dry place. Use a sealed container. Keep your sublimation paper in its original packaging or in a sealed container to protect it from dust, moisture, and other environmental factors. Now let's move on to troubleshooting common issues. If you've tried the above tips and your prints are still not as dark or bold as you'd like, here are a few common issues and how to fix them. Inconsistent heat press. If your heat press doesn't distribute heat evenly, it can cause parts of the print to be faded. Check for any hot spots on your press and adjust accordingly. Clogged print head. If your printer's print head is clogged, the ink won't transfer properly. Run a print head cleaning cycle to clear any blockages and ensure the ink flows smoothly. Incorrect paper storage. If your sublimation paper has been exposed to humidity or moisture, it can impact print quality. Make sure your paper is stored correctly to avoid this issue. Great! Let's take a look at some final thoughts. Getting darker, bolder sublimation prints is all about optimizing each step of the process, from adjusting printer settings to using the right materials and heat press settings. By following these tips, you'll be able to take your sublimation projects to the next level with rich, vibrant prints that really stand out. Thanks for watching this video. I hope these tips help you make your sublimation prints darker and bolder for striking results. Check out the links in the description for sublimation tools and supplies where applicable, and visit my website for additional resources. See link in the description below. Please consider liking my video and subscribing to my channel. See you in the next video.